Miami Beach, Florida. February 25, 1964. The 5th Street Gym is a second-floor space above a drugstore, and inside it smells like sweat and leather and the Atlantic Ocean 3 blocks away. Cassius Clay sits on a wooden bench with his hands wrapped in white tape. He is 22 years old. In 6 hours, he will fight Sonny Liston for the heavyweight championship of the world. Right now, he is trying to decide whether to show up. His blood pressure is sky high. The doctor measured it 20 minutes ago, something close to 200/100. The commission doctor told Angelo Dundee, Clay's trainer, that the fight might be called off. Clay heard this. He did not argue. He sat down on the bench and put his head in his hands. His cornermen stand near the far wall, talking quietly. No one is looking at him. Outside, the sun is setting. The weigh-in was this morning. Clay screamed at Liston. He lunged at him. He called him a big ugly bear. Security guards had to hold him back. Reporters wrote that Clay was terrified. That the hysterics were panic, not performance. That he would quit before the opening bell. They were half right. Sonny Liston is the most feared man in boxing. He has hands like cinder blocks and a stare that makes grown men look away. He knocked out Floyd Patterson in the first round to win the title. Then he knocked him out again in the first round to keep it. Sportswriters call him unbeatable. They say Clay is a loudmouth with fast feet and no chance. The odds are 7-1 in Liston's favor. Some bookmakers in Las Vegas stopped taking bets because they thought it would be a slaughter. Clay has been talking for weeks. Telling everyone he will float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. That Liston is too slow, too old, too mechanical. That he will beat him in 8 rounds. But talk is cheap, and now the fight is 6 hours away. Clay looks at his hands. The tape is tight. His fingers are spread. Dundee walks over and crouches in front of him. "You okay, Cassius?" Clay does not answer immediately. At the time, no one knew what was happening in his head. What people forget is that Clay had been doubting himself all week. Not publicly. Never publicly. But in private, with his brother Rudolph, with his friend Howard Bingham, he admitted he was scared. Not of Liston's power, though that was real, but of what would happen if he lost. If he got knocked out in front of the world. If all the bragging, all the poetry, all the predictions turned into a punchline. Clay had built his identity on confidence. On spectacle. On telling everyone he was the greatest before he had proven it. If Liston destroyed him, the humiliation would be unbearable. And Liston wanted to destroy him. At the weigh-in that morning, Liston barely moved. He stood on the scale, staring at Clay with dead eyes. Clay screamed. He waved his arms. He had to be restrained by his cornermen and his friend Sugar Ray Robinson. The commission almost canceled the fight right there. They thought Clay was having a breakdown. His heart rate was 110 beats per minute. His blood pressure spiked. The doctor said it was the highest he had ever seen in a fighter before a bout. But Clay kept shouting. Kept pointing at Liston. Kept saying he would whoop him, embarrass him, make him quit. Liston never blinked. When it was over, Clay's entourage dragged him out of the auditorium. Reporters followed, scribbling notes. The consensus was clear, Clay was finished before he started. But that was the point. In the gym, 6 hours before the fight, Dundee kneels in front of Clay and speaks quietly. "You don't have to do this," Dundee says. "If you're not ready, we can pull out. Say you're sick. Say your pressure's too high. No one will blame you." Clay looks up. His eyes are clear. "I'm fighting," he says. Dundee nods. "Then let's go over the plan. The plan is simple. Stay away from Liston's power. Move. Circle. Don't let him set his feet. Jab and run. Make him miss. Make him tired. Wait for the middle rounds when his arms get heavy. Then attack. It is a good plan. It is the only plan. But plans mean nothing if you freeze when the bell rings. Most people thought he would freeze. The fight is at the convention hall on Miami Beach. It holds 15,000 people, but only 8,000 show up. The small crowd is unusual for a heavyweight title fight, but this one feels like a mismatch. The smart money is on a Liston knockout. Clay's supporters, mostly young, mostly black, mostly from the neighborhood, believe in him, but even they are nervous. Clay has fought well against lesser opponents, but Liston is not lesser. He is a destroyer. A nightmare in the flesh. And Clay is a talker. When Clay enters the ring, he does not look scared. He bounces on his toes. He shakes out his arms. He stares across the ring at Liston, who stands in the opposite corner like a statue. Liston wears white trunks and a blank expression. He does not acknowledge Clay. He does not need to. His reputation does the work. The referee calls both fighters to the center for instructions. Clay leans in close to Liston's face. "You're in trouble now," Clay says. "I'm gonna whoop you so bad." Liston does not respond. The referee separates them. They return to their corners. The bell rings. Clay moves immediately. He does not plant his feet. He circles to his left, away from Liston's crushing left hook. Liston stalks forward, cutting off the ring. Clay jabs. Once. Twice. 3 times. Light, fast punches that snap Liston's head back slightly. Liston does not react. He keeps coming. Clay moves again. The pattern repeats. By the end of the first round, Liston has barely landed a punch. In the corner, Dundee is calm. "Perfect. Keep doing that. Don't get cocky." Clay nods. He is breathing hard, but his eyes are focused. Across the ring, Liston's trainer wipes his fighter's face. Liston looks annoyed. The second round is more of the same. Clay dances. Liston chases. But now Clay is starting to land harder punches. A right hand over Liston's jab. A combination to the body. By the third round, Clay opens a cut under Liston's left eye. Blood runs down Liston's cheek. The crowd erupts. "You ain't so tough. You ain't nothing." Clay shouts. Liston keeps coming, but he is slower now. His punches are wider. Clay sees it. He takes chances. He trades without a mistake. Liston catches him with a short right hand to the ribs. Clay grimaces but stays upright. He backs away and moves again. In the corner, Dundee warns him. "You're winning. Don't give it away." Clay nods. He is not just surviving. He is winning. That was the moment the fear broke. The fourth round is chaos. Something gets in Clay's eyes. He blinks. His vision blurs. He cannot see clearly. Later, people will speculate. In the moment, Clay is in trouble. Liston attacks. Clay covers up. He survives. "I can't see," Clay tells Dundee. "Cut the gloves off. Stop the fight." Dundee refuses. He rinses Clay's eyes. "You're not quitting. Blink it out. One more round." Clay blinks. The bell rings that he moves. He jabs blindly. Liston cannot catch him. By the middle of the round, Clay's vision clears. He lands clean punches. Liston's face is swelling. At the end of the round, Dundee shouts, "He's done. He's quitting." Clay does not believe it, but when the bell rings for round 6, Liston does not stand. The referee waves it off. The fight is over. Cassius Clay is the heavyweight champion of the world. Clay runs around the ring, screaming. "I shook up the world. He is 22 years old. And no one believed he could do it. The next day, Clay announces his new name, Muhammad Ali. The sports world erupts. The underdog story turns into controversy. Ali does not care. He has decided who he is. What people misunderstand is that the fight and the name change were connected. Ali had been preparing for both. The belief that carried him through the fight came from the same place as his faith. Over the next years, he would become the most famous athlete on earth. Lose everything. Win it back. But it all started in Miami Beach. The fight was not won in the 6th round. It was won when he decided to show up despite the fear. Years later, Ali said his greatest moment was that night. February 25, 1964. The night he stopped being Cassius Clay and became Muhammad Ali. Because fear is a choice. And so is courage. People remember the legend. They forget the blood pressure reading. They forget the moment he wanted to quit. Legends are built before the bell rings. In a second-floor gym in Miami Beach, a 22-year-old decided to fight. And because he did, the world changed.